What's going on, guys? Wanted to give you a little vlog before we get into the workout, and this is going to give you some perspective on what you're about to see. Right now, most of my workouts are grouped in movement patterns. I've been doing that for quite a while. I just find it to be the most efficient way of training for performance, trying to get strong. And what I mean by movement patterns is the overhead movement pattern, the squat movement pattern, the deadlift movement pattern, and the horizontal movement pattern, the bench press. So when I'm training each one, there's a main movement attached to each one of those. And the purpose of grouping them according to movement patterns is to work every part of that pattern. So what you're going to see in this workout is I'm doing a pushing movement, I'm doing a pulling movement along the same pattern, and then I will do assistance exercises that go along with that major movement pattern. As far as my goals for training right now, as I've said to you before, I'm not trying to get big right now. I'm not even trying to really look like a bodybuilder. My main focus right now is just trying to train for jiu-jitsu. And that doesn't mean trying to train to become a world champion. That doesn't mean trying to even train to become a black belt. Right now, I'm focused on being a white belt, and I'm focused on being in my late 30s trying a new sport. And when you get to be my age, into your late 30s, things become a little bit more slow. You're dealing with the greater possibility of getting injuries. You're dealing with the greater possibility of, not recovering like you should be. And so it's really important that, one, you structure workouts in a way that it's going to help you to become stronger, but that's also going to help you to achieve everything you want to achieve. And for me, that's full range of motion, full mobility, being able to perform each lift without a pathology in my movement so that it doesn't increase my likelihood of getting injured. I'm also dealing with health issues right now, like ulcerative colitis. And though my flare-up is done, I'm getting back into remission right now, I'm also, very cognizant of the fact that if I do get injured, or that the likelihood of me getting injured is a lot more because I was in a flare-up and my body wasn't working like it should be. I also don't want to send myself back into flare-up by doing a lot of really dumb things that are gonna just increase my total body chronic inflammation. And for the most part, when I train right now, I am fasted, completely fasted. Sometimes I'll have a little bit of MCT oil or some fat prior to the workout, but when I'm training, usually I've fasted since the night before. This workout you're about to see, I actually started at 04:30 a.m. You're gonna see the clocks in there. It's both a strength workout and a conditioning workout. You're going to see me doing some metabolic conditioning, which I don't think I've ever filmed here on this channel before. For those of you who are in the CrossFit community or do WODs, I'm sorry, my burpees probably suck. My toes to bar or leg raises, whatever they are, they probably suck. But the fact of the matter is I'm getting it in, and I'm trying to increase my work capacity as much as possible so that I can get onto the mats, I can be confident, I can learn the moves that I need to learn to start to try to master jiu-jitsu, and I can train with confidence that I'm less likely to get injured because I've been putting smart training into the gym. There's also some awesome elements in here as far as those of you who are looking to increase your strength, some information about the overhead press and some demonstration. So stay tuned, check out the workout, let me know what you think, and if you got any questions, you hit me up at info@warriorsoulapparel.com. All right, so getting into this workout, this is an overhead pattern movement workout. So we're starting, of course, with the overhead press. Now, some things about the overhead press. People get this so wrong sometimes. I see a lot of guys in the gym, they stick their elbows way out to the side so that they're almost parallel with the chest. And when you do that, there's no support on that joint. So the trick is, what you want to do is you want to wind that capsule up and you want to bring your elbows forward a bit. That requires some what they call external rotation of the shoulder. You'll see here in this image as I'm coming down my elbows come a bit forward. They're not parallel with my chest. And I'm trying to keep my elbows underneath my wrists as much as possible. I'm not bending backward. I'm bending backward a little bit, but not bending backward so much that I'm going to put so much pressure on my front deltoid, on my shoulder, and on my lower back. So really work to get that external rotation. Kelly Starrett has some amazing videos on this. I highly suggest you check out his channel, Mobility WOD. But this gives you an idea of what sort of position your elbow should be in training this exercise. The next exercise you're going to see is me doing pull-ups, and every time I do a pressing exercise, I try to do a matching pulling exercise. This is to keep the front deltoid and the rear deltoid in balance, because if those two go out of balance, then there's a whole lot of different types of injuries that can occur, and the front deltoid is very likely to become overactive because we use it for everything. You're always moving forward. So incorporating some pulling there really helps. And you'll notice that on that pull-up, I had the same elbow positioning as the overhead press. Going into the next exercise, this is the overhead kettlebell press. And again, you'll see the same type of elbow positioning, but with a bit of instability added because of the kettlebell. Now, I like using kettlebells because they feel differently than any other weight, and they add a source of stress for my core. And that's really important for me in training jiu-jitsu, and it's really important for me for life, you know, helping me to be stronger, not just underneath a barbell, but in general, when I'm moving up a hill, when I'm rolling jiu-jitsu, when I'm doing anything. And that's really important to me. The next exercise are slow dips, and you see I'm coming down with about a 3 count. Really trying to get some eccentric pressure on the muscle, some eccentric contraction on the muscle, more of a hypertrophy thing than anything, but also a mobility thing to try to get those deltoids to my shoulders to be as mobile as possible in that rear position. The next thing I'm doing here is rear deltoids, and like I said, for every pushing movement, you want to do a pulling movement, and this is another one. Working on your rear deltoids is a fantastic and highly advised way to keep your shoulders healthy. Work them as much as you can in your shoulder training. All right, so moving on into the dragon flag. Now, I know that I am no Bruce Lee or no crazy martial artist or anything like that, but I love this exercise, and it's something I've always wanted to master, so I've been putting a lot of work into these. They really hit the core, really hit the rectus abdominis, and they'll wear you out like crazy. They feel real good. Then I go right into a metabolic conditioning circuit here, and I start off with kettlebell swings with 2 15-pound sandbags. The reason why I'm using sandbags is because I'm really trying to improve my grip strength for jiu-jitsu, so I could grip the gi and grip pieces of cloth and yank, and using these sandbags in a swinging motion really helps. This metabolic conditioning circuit was 20 sandbag swings, 15 burpees, and then 9 leg raises, hanging leg raises. And I did this for as many rounds as possible in 15 minutes. I believe I got 7 this morning, although I was a little bit delirious afterwards. These types of things wear me out. It's not my strong suit. I'm sure a lot of the CrossFitters and other people out there are going to be like, dude, your burpees suck, your leg raises are awful. But I'm getting it in, and I'm trying to get this work done, increase my work capacity as much as possible so I can handle more out of life. That's about it for the workout, guys. I hope you pay attention to some of the stuff I said at the beginning of the video, and I will be back at you tomorrow with another vlog, another video, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here. Talk to you guys soon.